Welcome to my channel. I have a new book out, The Making of a Fantastically Corrupt Country. It's a book about corruption in Nigeria. In 2016, the Prime Minister of Britain, David Cameron, made a statement that went viral all over the world. He said that Nigeria and Afghanistan are the two most fantastically corrupt countries in the world. After making this statement, the president of Nigeria, who was then barely a year in office, could not agree more, because President Muhammad Buhari came to power because a lot of Nigerians believe that corruption had gone haywire and they need to be curtailed. So Buhari came to power to fight corruption. So what David Cameron said was in tune with his own belief. And even I couldn't disagree with what David Cameron said. It then formed the basis of my research into corruption in Nigeria. How did the most populous black nation on earth turn out to become the most corrupt country in the world? Year after year, Transparency International ranks Nigeria among the most corrupt countries in the world. How did Nigeria turn out this way? That is the basis of the book, The Making of a Fantastically Corrupt Country. It's already live in Amazon on ebook, paperback, hardcover. It's a book that everyone who is interested in fighting corruption in Nigeria and in Africa and in the world should read. It traces the history of corruption in Nigeria from pre-colonial time to post-colonial time to this day. We begin to see the foundation of the massive and monumental corruption we are seeing in Nigeria today. It all started from the British. They were the ones that laid the foundation of corruption in Nigeria. They were the ones that nurtured it, watered it. Today, a lot of billions of pounds stolen from Nigeria are in British banks. Even Nigeria's independence election, which was conducted by the British, was rigged. Classified documents from the British government, declassified document, I should rather say, have indicated that the election was rigged to favor certain sections of the country. Today, we are living in a country, Nigeria, where elections are never free and fair. Where coming to power is based on who can rig more and cover his or her track well. Free and fair election have become an alien to Nigeria. Forget about all the masquerading that we are duly elected. Most of the elections in Nigeria are rigged, like so many areas of life in Nigeria. But the foundation was laid by the British. In Nigeria, the hospitals are not working, the roads are not good, the universities are not good, the institutions of states have deteriorated, all because of corruption. And it appears that things are getting worse every day. Corruption is at the root of insurgency right now in Nigeria. Corruption is the root of Boko Haram, of killings in Nigeria, of secessionist agitations in Nigeria. It is all fueled by corruption because the money that ought to be for the people have been pocketed by individuals at the detriment of the generality of the people. The streets of Nigeria are filled with avalanche of graduates, school leavers with no jobs. Jobs are sold for a penny. When they exist, it's to the highest bidder. People pay bribe, pay money to enter service. You want to join army, you want to join police, you want to join customs, you pay money. And you expect people who do that to serve the country? Of course, there is it's racketeering. They are just, their job is their business. A custom officer pay 500,000 naira, 1 million naira to work in what they call lucrative government establishment. You pay 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, and you expect the person who paid that huge amount of money that is going to be patriotic. He sees the payment as an investment. So that is all the fallout of foundation that is laced with corruption. People pay money, they bribe their university students, bribe their lecturers to pass. Grades are awarded based on how much you could pay. It's not how much you know. They are bastardized education, all the fallout of corruption. Yet, despite all this, Nigerians are one of the most intelligent and educated people in the world. But the system has been so corrupted that people appear helpless. The people appear helpless. That is what this my book is come out to do, to remind the world how this thing started and what can be done about it. It started from the British, who laid a faulty foundation for Nigeria. Through the imposition of those who are not supposed to be in power, putting them in power. And the same cycle is revolving all the time. Nigeria is a country of people of knowledge, the country of Wole Soyinka, the country of Chinua Achebe, the country of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, the country of great scientists But look at those who are in positions of authority, those who are calling the shots, people who know next to nothing about people management, about economics, about history, about management. People who barely, some of them don't even have certificates, but the system covered them up because Nigeria is a fantastically corrupt country. In my book, I try to go to the root of this, how the British corrupted the system, and how those they handed the country over to perfected the corruption. And those who are ruling the country now have taken corruption to the next level. It has become a statecraft. It now seems foolish to be upright in Nigeria, to follow due process. That is why the institutions have collapsed. Justices are sold. To get justice in Nigeria, you pay for it. Justice is for the highest bidder. Education is for the highest bidder. Grade is for the highest bidder. This has made Nigeria a country that had a lot of promise. Africa's most populous country. A country that ought to be the pride of the black man, have been rendered prostrate because of corruption, because of corrupt leadership. When Nzog did the coup in 1966, the Nzog coup, the so-called Igbo coup, in his speech, Nzog was talking about that politicians were collecting 10% upfront in award of contract. Today, they are collecting over 100%. So the first Republic politicians, they were content to collect 10% of contract they award. Today they collect 100%. Politicians collect 100%. What does that mean? They will say, okay, we are awarding a contract of 200 billion naira to build a road from A to B. And the contract is awarded, but it will not be built. So the politician pocket the money. The contractor takes his share. The political party take their share. And then the government in power put the anti-corruption agent chairman, and you expect him to fight corruption. It's a huge joke. It's a huge joke. So I recommend this book for everyone who want to know about the genesis of corruption in Nigeria. And it's also important that businessmen, international businessmen, who want to invest in Nigeria, to also realize that fact. A lot of businessmen are in prison, especially those from United States, Italy, who came to Nigeria to do business, and they were not transparent. But they came from a territory where corruption is frowned at, and there are mechanisms to deal with the corrupt. So these heads of corporate agencies, they come to Nigeria to work. They corrupt Nigerian system. They move money in bags to politicians to get contract. But investigation from their own country Because America is one of the countries in the world that punishes its citizens, that bribes officials outside America. So those who are coming to invest in Nigeria should be aware, and they need to read this book, The Making of a Fantastically Corrupt Country, so that they understand how corruption works in Nigeria and how to avoid it. Of course, in a system that is deep in corruption, it is those who know how to bribe through the system that get the best contracts. So at the end of the day, the people that suffer are Nigerians, because the best people that could do the job would not be getting the job. It is those who can bribe the politicians more that gets the job. And oftentimes they are the least competent to do the job. That is why Nigeria is the way it is. Nothing is working. No part of Nigeria enjoys constant electricity. Water supply is inadequate. Hospitals are mere consulting clinics. The education sector is in shambles. The agricultural sector is in shambles. Most of the food that Nigerians eat, they import it, which is a shame. But it's all boiled down to corruption. And this book did not only look at the origin, the causes of corruption in Nigeria. It also provided a solution. What can be done? Because it is not an irredeemable problem. Corruption in Nigeria can be tackled. It can be addressed. Many countries started on that faulty note, but today they have set up institutions to make sure that corruption is at a minimum, or to make sure that those who are corrupt are punished, that they don't get away with corruption. One of the things that emboldens corrupt act in Nigeria is that a lot of times those who engages in it go scot-free. Even those who are punished are those who does not belong to the right political channel. If we have a situation in Nigeria where the national chairman of the ruling party said that no matter what is your sin, if you come and join us in our party, your sins will be forgiven. Which country does that and develop? So Nigeria needs strong institutions that will make sure that corruption by anyone is frowned at, and that there are consequences, that the laws are upheld, that if you are found to be corrupt, you face the penalty for that. And that no matter whose ox is God, if you are caught in the act of corruption, or even years after you leave office as a public official, that you are punished. That is the way to go. That is the future of Nigeria. To make sure that the institutions are working, the judicial institution, the investigative institution, the police. The police. Nigeria is a country where people pay bribe to join police. And that is why police has become like a market. There are even reports in the media that police used to mount checkpoint with POS so that you can't say that you don't have cash. They have POS for you. So you must make sure you drop the money. So we must find a solution to the police quagmire. How do you recruit people into the police who are people who will be transparent, people who will be honest? How do you make sure that only those who are qualified are in the security services? That you don't need to bribe anybody, you don't need to pay money to join any of the security services. We also have talk about in the book on prevention of corruption because prevention is even far better. Just like the other day I used to say that prevention is better than cure. Yeah, it is. We must find a way to use technology to stop people from having person to person contact in government transactions so that people can access jobs without having to appear there in person, can pay for bills without appearing there in person. Independent recruiters of people to, to government positions, civil service positions, because civil service is a hotbed of corruption in Nigeria. So this book is a book that is interesting, it's historical, it's amazing because you'll be shocked the level of corruption in Nigeria, how it had grown geometrically right from the British to, to, to present day. I recommend this book for you, The Making of a Fantastically Corrupt Country. It's their life in Amazon. I want you to read it. I want you to rate it. I want you to critique it. And I want you to suggest how Nigeria can regulate itself out of corruption. Because Nigeria is a country with a lot of potential. Look at what we have achieved, even with all the corruption going on in the country. We created Africa's biggest movie industry, the Nollywood. A whole lot of Nigerians are into manufacturing. A whole lot of Nigerians are into creativity, despite all the corruption and negativities in the country that are caused mainly by corruption. If you check the roots of all the killings in Nigeria, of all the anger in Nigeria, they are rooted in corruption. This book will show you why Nigeria is indeed a fantastically corrupt country. Thank you.